Hi everybody, it's Robbie from Southern California, and today I'm going to show you how to make this hood. I wouldn't have all this beautiful cilantro growing in there if it wasn't for the hood. Yes, I can take some tulle and just drape it along, and sometimes I don't drape it real good. But with this hood that can come on and off, this has been a lifesaver, and I have got all that growing. So let's go in. Hopefully you've seen the other video on how we make the dome, but today I'm going to show you how you can make it in the shape that you need, and then you can make it for whatever container you're using to protect from birds, slugs, snails, insects, whatever. Let's go inside and I'll show you that. Okay, so I just made the round one. This is one from a Tote Lid. I'm going to make one for these square tubs. These dish pans I've been planting in, they are 18 quarts. I love them. I am going to make one for the 18 quart. I'm going to use the heavier one, but you know what? I don't need a heavier one for the band. I want to use it for the straps. So I am going to go ahead and cut this up. I'm not measuring. I suggest to measure it so you can go straighter than me. Let's get this going and see how quick we can make this one for this one. Do it with stapler. Oh, we put it in a real safe place, didn't we? What did I do with my stapler? Okay, now I'm losing my mind. Cut all this out. This is a plain old paper stapler. It's designed to staple paper. And because the table mats are not that thick, though I do tote lids as well, this just goes through. You don't even need to pinch it with the pliers or anything. Now with this, we're going to make sure, because this is very flexible, that when we go to push it in, it will fit. So make sure it fits before we staple it. If we have to, we'll cut another piece. You kind of hold it and see where it goes. Hold it, see where it goes. What? I think that will do it. I could try it. I think it's actually a little short. Yeah, I need to cut another piece for this one. So I want it to make sure it fits in, and not to worry, because we'll use the extra piece we cut off anyways. Oh, I want to use that for the top. So let's go ahead and cut that, because there's no color on that. Put the color inside where we want to see it. All right, so let's do it this way. All right, now it's going to be the same way I do all my others. I just have to make sure it's not too big or too small. We don't have to cut this yet. We can cut it after we get it in there. It's a little awkward, that's all, because it's a big container. You can make this any size. Probably make it. I haven't made any for totes, so you can probably make it for totes too. Now, if I wanted a third hand, I could tape it, but I'm not going to use a third hand. Oh, that looks really good. Not too much. See how I'm putting it inside on the rim? Just measuring it where it's going to go in. I think that is it. Now let's try it. Let's just put one in and see if it works. You don't want any bulges. Once it's all together, it's going to be one unit, so it won't matter. And it's not going to go to the bottom. It's going to, look at that. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect when I had it in. It's going to sit just like that. Okay? So now on this, I have a choice. I could leave this great big extra piece, or I can cut it. Let me see if it's half. I'm not sure how tall I'm going to go on this. Yeah, you know what? I can cut some of that off because we don't need it, and I'll have that extra piece. So I'll still leave some on here for strength. Okay. Now I have to decide how big of a dome I want. And I was thinking 1.5, so I've already got half here. Now we don't have to go super thick, but it's going to be so big, so I might go a little bit thick. Now this is one full table mat. Just pick up a couple of table mats so you can make a few of them, and you'll have extra strips as you work. And then you can mix and match. It's just for covering your plants. You can get more of a solid color. Now, obviously, we need at least 1.5. I don't know if we really want 2. Oh, that one's too wide. That's why you really want to measure. You know, that might not be bad. I may want 2. So now we have all different sizes. Why? Because I didn't measure. Do as I say, not as I do. We'll use this for something else later. So let's go ahead and let's staple them together. So we're making our strips. This is going to be our top. Now you can make this multiple. Let's put that that way. No, actually, I do want it that way. As I was saying, you can make multiple strips. You don't have to have just a cross beam back and forth. You can put an extra one if you want. You can make it as the design you want. This is just the fastest way I do it. Now we go, basically, we're doing this. And this has been a very easy way to do it. We know that we're just in half. I should measure it, and I'm not going to, but I should. Now, this is going through 4 pieces of plastic. But you know, the stapler is doing really, really good. The other thing we could do if we wanted to make extra strength is we could staple in something round. I don't have anything round here. But you could put in a round top. I don't think I have anything, no. And you could take like a cottage cheese or yogurt container and just put a round disc in there, and that will give extra strength as well. See, this would work too if I wanted to do it. It's totally up to you. I could show you how I'm going to do this. I wonder if I can use this piece. Oh, we might be able to. By adding a piece on the top, it just makes it stronger. Totally, totally up to you. You don't have to do it. You could go back and look how we did the other one. But I'm just saying this will add a little more strength to the top. Just a little bit. It's not important. I want you to watch all the videos how I did the other ones with the tote lids, and then you'll get the idea. So now you've got more of a strength on top. Now I don't have any for this one because it's so big. I'll make sure I'm not going to go through too many. Let's do it this way. I don't have anything to go around. So this one, because it's so big, will take 2. All right, keep that in mind. It will take, unless I want to just leave it like this. But it could take 2 placemats because it's so big. Go halfway. That's around there. See, that's why I was thinking we need another strip. And this is so big. Placemats are really, they're not going to do a tote because it's just too big. I've got this left over from the other one, so that will help too. This caused it, putting the top on there, to be a little bit flat, so you didn't have to. It actually caused too much weight. So this is how it would go on now, and then you would put your tool. There it is. So now you can cover it with tulle or do whatever you want. You don't have to add the extra pieces. I think it might be a little too heavy to add the extra pieces, but this would add strength into it. So let's just, since we have it, let's just do it so you can see what I'm doing. don't think I have enough even. I should have used the piece that I put on top there. Yes, I do not have enough. And I'm not going to cut up another one right now. You can bulge it out a little bit too, but that's good. So, as you can see, and Kitty knows, my camera, it went off before I finished it. But what I did was I continued around. Kitty and I can show you. I continued around and put an extra piece in. It was all I needed to do. And then, just like I did all the other hoods, she doesn't want to get trapped underneath, I just put the tool on. That's all there was. And it depends on how thick that you cut your, I should say how wide that you will cut your placemats. But you could still get one, and if not, use a little bit more than one, but you can buy a couple placemats and you can make them any size you want. I'm telling you, the Totes have been coming up here. Kitty has watched them, and they would be eating all my cilantro. But if I didn't have this cover on, I would not have the cilantro. Look how beautiful it fits. That's the piece I put on top. I put a strip there, and I put a strip here. And just look at it, just all stapled on. I don't even need to pinch it down with my pliers. It's not sharp or anything, but you can. You've seen it in the other videos. I pinched the staple down. This is going to work all spring, all summer, into fall, and however long it lasts. Let me tell you something. So it cost me less than $2 to make the whole thing. And how much food am I going to save? This has been great to start seeds. I've been doing that because, of course, I started my seeds in here. And I planted my cilantro perfect. I can water it without taking the hood off. All I have to do is water through here. And when I'm ready, I'll be harvesting. It's better than this because this does blow off. Some of you have told me, oh, your tool blew off. You can clothespin these on. But this gives, look, this is great for lettuce, cilantro, parsley. I mean, you're not going to use it for a giant squash, but for starting your squash, you can cover it. And you can take this and just sit this on top in a tote as well. My totes are all full right now, but you could just sit it on top of, your plant in a tote. You can make these any size you want. Look how it springs. Is that cool? So I hope I gave you ideas of making these different shapes so you can garden and save your plants. And you know what? If you're even growing flowers and your little tiny flowers, you're afraid your plants are going to get eaten by birds, cover them until you're ready to transplant them into something bigger. So with that, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Try making some if you need them. And don't forget to eat what you grow. Bye-bye. Oh, I love these so much. It's better than this. Just throwing this all over. And it can blow off, but not that. Not that. Kitty, I think your friends are calling.